Welcome to another episode of the latest with Maya. Today, I am very excited to have a conversation with musician Dror. Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So let's get started. So I love all of your music. Where do you find inspiration for your songs?
Oh, I find inspiration everywhere for my music. It can be something I'm going through personally in my life. It can be something I just said to a friend, a single line that I think could be turned into a whole song that I feel like could be powerful. Or I could just see something on the street and, someone could inspire a whole song just to channel their energy. So it's kind of crazy. Inspiration can come from everywhere. So sometimes I draw from my own personal experiences, or I'll see something that'll trigger a whole song idea.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Thanks, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I love writing song lyrics, and so I always love hearing other people's inspiration.
Yeah, cool. What type of songs do you like to write, or where do you draw inspiration?
I like kind of um pop, and I think that's my favorite genre, but I like a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Um and I'm kind of the same way. I just draw inspiration from like either my life or like maybe something I see in a movie or on a TV show. Um
yeah.
and yeah, I don't play any instruments, so I can't put it to music, but I actually work with a musician who like records it and produces my lyrics and helps turn them into actual songs.
I love that. I love that. I don't really play instruments too well either, so I feel you. Like I'll write a song or write lyrics already with the melody, and then I'll take it to different producers and be like, "Hey, I'm hearing this type of instrument here, or let's, bring in this type of sound." And so we'll build the song that way too. So I feel you like
Yeah.
that's kind of a similar order that I take.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I there's just a song that uh I either like write the song and then bring it to my friend, or like I have different lines but nothing like really put together in an actual
Mhm.
song, and so she helps me with that. And so I had this idea for a song that I sent her like a little voice recording that I can't sing, but I was like, this is what I'm hearing in my head. And then she helped me form it into like an actual song. So,
Yeah. Oh my God. I've sent so many like voice memos that are either not even like words or it sounds like gibberish. And I'll be like, just don't pay attention, but get the general idea of the direction for the song. And then it
yeah.
eventually comes together. So it's
Yeah.
cool to see the process.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah, it's always cool to hear other people's process.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Um so is there a song of yours that is your favorite?
It's a great question. I think I'll go through phases where I'll like revisit some of my songs or have like periods of time where I'm like, this particular song really spoke to where I was at or what I was trying to make. I think right now there are a couple. So there's a song called Outlaw that I released a little bit ago, and it's the title track for my debut project for my mixtape. And I feel like that word and the whole song itself just really encompasses a whole type of sound and energy that I was trying to portray. It's very bold and confident, but the lyrics are a little more heartfelt. So I feel like that's one I always love, and it always feels really cool. And then a recent release, Eve Was Innocent. I think that's a current favorite because it's been really cool just to see how many people have been drawn to it or have heard it or have done something with it. It's just as an artist, it has been a really cool reminder of the power of music, and how far it can reach. So that's I think a recent favorite.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I am obsessed with Eve Was Innocent. I have it on every playlist.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love
Yeah.
that. I had no idea.
Yeah, I constantly have it on repeat.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's actually a crazy story. I came up with the idea for that years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever do anything with this. So I just like put it away. And then I was in a session, I guess like 6 months ago, and just like singing all these different ideas to my producer. And I was like, I feel like this one's really catchy, and the message is also like, pretty straightforward and profound. And he was like, just put out a reel with it. So I filmed obviously an Instagram reel, and right away it got a lot of traction. So I was like, okay, I feel like I should develop this into a full song. So I almost didn't even do anything with it. I tried to find some other people to take it, different artists to sing it. So
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm so happy you did do something with it
thank
and
you.
released it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Um, so is there a song that you are currently obsessed with?
Ooh. Right now, there's this artist called Sad Boy. She's a female rapper, and I think her whole vibe in all of her music's really just like fresh and interesting. So she has a song called Fashion Week. So it's just you'll have to check it out. I think it's a really fun one. But yeah, that's currently in my rotation. But I have everything. I listen to Amy Winehouse and then some new current artists. So but that's one I feel like I'd like to put on for a lot of people to check out. She's on the come up.
Oh, cool. I'm writing that down right now so I don't forget.
Yeah, yeah. It's Sad Boi is how she spells boy. So
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
of course. What about you? Any favorites
Um,
right now?
oh, there's a lot. I love the singer Ben Barnes,
Okay.
and he it was last month he put out, or yeah, it was in November that he put out a song called Beloved that I am just obsessed with.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I love that song, and I he has a few songs out, and his debut album is coming out soon. Um and my favorite songs of his are Beloved and 1111.
Okay.
Um so those I have on repeat a lot.
Amazing. I'll check him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you love him.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
Um, so is there an artist or song that you consider to be the gold standard when it comes to songwriting and storytelling?
I think for me, the artists I've always looked up to are ones that are timeless, that are so singular, like they're very much one of one, they stand out. So I have like several that I look up to in that regard. One big one for me always is Amy Winehouse. I feel like she was so singular. Her vocals, her soul, it's like that's everything I aspire, to work towards as an artist. So for me, her artistry, has obviously stood the test of time after her, passing. But I I just think artists like that, like Elvis, where it's not only their music, but their style and their clothing and just their whole world that they build, to me,
Yeah.
that's really exciting as an artist to
Yeah.
work towards.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many that, yeah, are, like you said, I think timeless and just so incredible.
I agree. I agree. So yeah, Amy Winehouse is a big one for me.
Yeah.
Um, Absolutely.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So what is the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
I think everyone has a different path in music. It looks different uh for everybody. So for me, born and raised in Texas, I didn't really know how to navigate the music industry. I didn't know where to start. So I think that's a really big obstacle. It can feel very intimidating, obviously. And it's hard to know how to just get going and how to make music and how to start a song like we were talking about. I didn't even know how to write lyrics, you just start and you get better and better. And so I think just getting started is a big obstacle. And then once you get started, I think continuing in any journey, but with music, that's the other piece of the obstacle. Because, it's one thing to release music, but then you have to continue doing it. And for me, I want everything I release to feel even more personal and to be even better each time. So that's kind of an ongoing challenge to myself, which I appreciate the challenge because it makes you work even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Um, so I am pop culture obsessed and go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
Right now, I just finished Monsters. I was a little behind on that. Um, a lot of people told me I look like I think it's Lyle Menendez or one of the characters, like the actor. So I was like, I have to
Oh,
watch this. But I'm really excited for the new Squid Game, Squid
mm.
Game 2. Love that show. It comes out this month on Netflix, so I think that'll be my next obsession.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. I just finished watching the show Black Doves
Okay.
on Netflix.
What's that
Um,
about?
it's a thriller on it's like a spy thriller with Keira Knightley.
Okay.
Um and a ton of other incredibly talented people. And right now, I don't know why, but I'm blanking on all of their names.
All
Um,
good. I feel
so-
you.
yeah, but that one is really good.
I'm down to check it out. I love like thrillers. I love anything dystopian or like a little bit dark. So like Black Mirror, Handmaid's Tale. Like I think shows like that are really exciting for some reason to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I love thrillers. I can't always watch things that are like dystopian, and I don't know why those kind of freak me out.
Fair.
And
Well, because they're a little too, sometimes they're a little too realistic. Like the
yeah,
dystopian things, like they often like could happen, or it's like a situation where it's not that far-fetched. So I think
yeah,
that can actually be scarier sometimes than a thriller.
yeah. Can. Yeah. And um I've never watched Monsters because that I don't know, that kind of stuff freaks me out when it's true and
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's like a fine line for me. Sometimes it's like it goes a little too much, but
Yeah.
yeah, it just depends.
Yeah. There are some true crime like fictionalized things I really like. Like there was a show called A Friend of the Family
Okay.
that was super disturbing and also really well done. Um, and then a movie called Woman of the Hour, which came out in October.
Is that with Anna Kendrick?
Yeah,
Did you like
yeah,
that one? I wanted to
yeah,
watch
I loved
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay, I'll check that out. I kind of in a similar vibe, but The Perfect Couple. It was a huge show,
oh,
but
yeah,
like I like kind of a thriller, but it was more so just like the whole show's a mystery. So I love
yeah.
that one too.
Yeah, that one was really good. I
Yeah.
really liked that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I feel like we have a similar TV show genre that we
Yeah,
like.
me too. Yeah.
Yeah, same
I
vibe.
yeah, I feel like we're just gonna have to keep trading shows.
Yes, please, because the you said Black Dove was the first
Black
one.
Doves.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that, so I'm gonna add that to my winter holiday, list.
Yeah. Oh yay, yeah. I
Thank you.
yeah, I'm excited to hear what you think of it.
Yeah, I'll report back.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah. So, who has had the biggest impact on you professionally?
It's a great question. I think obviously there are artists that I look up to that have inspired me professionally. Um, but surprisingly, it's actually maybe just my friends that have pushed me the most professionally because in this industry, I feel like I said, it can be a challenge to keep going. And, it's a hustle. So just having a support system, I feel like has been the biggest anchor professionally to keep going. Even like when I work with people, I think the songwriters or the producers inspire me to to either keep working harder. If I see them in a session working, you know, really deep and hard to develop a song that we're working on. That reminds me to dig even deeper. So I don't know. I think it's actually like my community that has keep kept me going.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so who has had the biggest impact on you as a person?
I think I mean so many people, but my mother probably has had the biggest impact on me personally. She overcame a lot, and just watching how she navigated, raising me and raising my sisters. I think as you get older, you definitely appreciate things a lot more. At least I do, things that you maybe took for granted, or you realize your parents are also people just figuring it out. So for me, I think my mom has been the biggest personal inspiration to me on how to treat people, how to treat yourself, how to carry yourself, just kind of everything.
I love that. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a mama's boy, so
I love that.
yeah. So
Yeah. Um, so if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
if I had a warning label, it would say good energy only. I'm like very big on good vibes, good energy, positivity, just surrounding yourself with people that uplift you. So I think like you could only enter if like the warning label said something, it would be with good energy. Because I don't know, without noticing, someone can bring you down or uplift you, and you may not even be aware. So I'm very conscious of the energy people bring to a friendship or to a dinner or in any situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that one. Um,
Thanks.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've gotten more kind of like that as I've gotten older that I don't know, I'm very aware of that. That I'm like I don't like how I feel around this person or I
Yeah.
don't like yeah, I don't like their energy.
Yeah, and it may not even be something intentional, just like some people maybe aren't a match. Or like, for example, I don't know, even like a cashier that has amazing energy, like it just
Yeah,
can, I don't know, it's like a boost. Like it doesn't even have to be a friendship. It could be a quick encounter
yeah,
where someone you just feel like their positivity and I don't know. I really appreciate that in people.
yeah, me too. Yeah. So what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
I am a man of routine, so I have a lot of kind of rituals throughout the day that just bring me small moments of joy. So my morning coffee, you know, I start every day obviously with that, but then I meditate and I have my whole morning routine to get my day started. So that starts my day off in a certain way. Um, I kind of have the same snacks every day throughout the day. I have my afternoon coffee at the same time. Then I go to the gym every day at the same time. So I kind of love having these small moments of routine throughout the day. And then everything else can be chaotic and things come up and things change, but having some of those things reoccurring for me um, are just small moments of joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think lately I think even to elaborate, my morning coffee, I started adding cinnamon. It's like things as small as that that I'm just like feels like the
Yeah.
holidays and a
Yeah.
small addition.
Yeah. I love that.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Also, things that bring me joy right now are I've gotten into a big interior design era, I guess. So like I'll get really excited if I find a book from my coffee table or something on Facebook Marketplace to decorate my space. So I think anything like for your space to make it feel like you has been really exciting. Like I look at you and your wall behind you feels very like personalized and very you. So I love that. And that's kind of, I think, where I'm at too.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah, I love I think interior design is so interesting and I don't know, I love that.
Yeah, it's definitely a new territory for me. I never, I think it's very easy not to think about it, but if you spend so much time in a space, it to me it only makes sense that you want it to bring you joy, or if you look at different items, they remind you of someone or something. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. So what are people surprised to learn about you?
I think people are surprised to know that I am very, routined and a homebody. Like I'll go out, I'll go to an event, but honestly, I just love being in my space, in my home. So I think by default, it's easier for me to just stay home, but I do like push myself to go out and, have a good time, but I think that can maybe be surprising. Um, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So what motivates you to create even on the days you aren't really feeling it?
I think whenever I think back on anything I've created in the past, I may have started that idea on a day I wasn't feeling it, and then you push through, and then something comes out. Like even my latest release, Eve Was Innocent, I wrote that years ago, I wasn't really feeling it, brushed it to the side, and then I ended up finishing it, releasing it, and it's, sticking and resonating with so many people. So things like that remind me that, like, even if it's an idea that you don't love, or if it's a day that you're not really feeling it, there is value to push through.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So, do you have a go-to comfort show or movie that you turn on when you just wanna tune out the world?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think for me, it might even be movies. Like if I'm just trying to get my mind off of something, I need a comedy or something very lighthearted. So opposite to the shows that I love, which are like dark and dystopian, if I really need to like tune things out, I'll play like Austin Powers or like just something like silly and funny to really get my mind off of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it feels like very nostalgic and just like pure, kind of like those older comedies. So I think those are my go-tos.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Do you have something that you
Um,
put on for that?
yes, I have a bunch of shows and movies that I just rotate between. And it's been recently it's been a lot of shows. It's my constant are like Will and Grace and
Mm.
Friends.
Friends,
Um
I love that's I
yeah,
think show-wise for me, that's like the all-time go-to.
yeah. Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
do
and
you
then
have a
I
favorite? Do you have a
yeah.
favorite on the show?
Oh, that's hard. I
It's
love them all. I don't think I could pick.
it's like choosing a favorite child, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. What about you?
I think I know who my favorite would be.
Oh, who?
I think it's Phoebe. She's just
Oh, yeah,
so goofy and funny to me. And I
yeah,
don't know. I love that. Like even like in my friendships, I just love just like fun, silly people. And I feel like she when like just makes me laugh the most on that show.
yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love Phoebe. And actually another show I just finished watching is Lisa Kudrow's new show, No Good Deed.
Oh, is that good?
Um, yeah, it's really good.
So I think
Yeah.
I'm just a Lisa Kudrow fan, so I need to
Yeah.
that might be what
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah,
I
she's
love her.
so, so yeah, so no good deed. I have a lot of
Yeah.
shows and movies I need to watch now after this conversation. Sounds like a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of things that I after this conversation that I need to watch too, and a few that I don't think I will watch, to be
You're like
honest.
and I have some that I will be avoiding. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we each have homework, but it sounds like there are also some recommendations that did not make the list.
Yeah.
And I understand. I feel you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just have a ton of anxiety, so I can't watch I don't watch like true crime stuff, and if I do, it's I don't know. It's like Woman of the Hour, which I don't know. I love that they didn't make the person who did these horrible things the focus of the movie.
right.
And so if they don't make that person the focus uh of like a movie or show, I'll watch it.
That's a good observation. Like that's very specific, but I think makes a big difference in the tone or the angle of the show. I don't
Yeah.
know if you've seen like there are all these like memes and like videos making fun of people that like fall asleep to like true crime or
Yeah.
crazy stuff. And I don't know,
Yeah.
that's kind of me. Like growing up, like there was this show Cold Case. I think it might still be on, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But like it's like really intense, but I something it's doesn't
Yeah.
phase people. So I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
yes, I feel you. I feel you.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like hearing like even if I don't really get it, like that kind of falling asleep to those true crime stuff, I don't judge because I it's like whatever somebody likes and yeah.
Yeah. That's so kind. Yeah, you're so open-minded. Yeah. You're like, whatever works for you, do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little concerning, but I
Yeah.
do it. So
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm a little concerned, but still won't judge.
rightfully so, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with Friends as the default for at least the
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah. I like that. That's a good plan.
Yeah, okay, we can agree on that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I recently also two shows I've had on a loop that are also two of my all-time favorites are White Collar and Royal Pains.
Oh my God,
Um,
I haven't seen those either. I feel like I'm really
oh,
behind.
yeah, you okay, those you have to watch. They're so good.
Are those, would you say those are the top recommendations out of everything?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
And
moving those to the top.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Royal Pains has 8 seasons and White Collar has 6 seasons.
Oh, so those
Um,
are okay, those are serious.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yep,
check them
but
out.
yeah, they're so good and they're constantly on just on a loop. I've watched them all the way through multiple times, so I can just like have it on when I'm going to bed and know exactly
You
what's
probably know
happening.
like the whole dialogue. You probably could script or like say every scene.
Probably.
What's the vibe of those shows? What type of genre maybe?
Um, I think they're like a mix of comedy and drama. Um, I'd say and yeah, they're both so good. White Collar is about an FBI agent who it or a con man who is working with the FBI in the white collar department.
Okay.
Um, and then Royal Pains is more is a medical show, but I wouldn't really like say it's like a full on medical show. Because it's
It's just
also
like the
just
setting, maybe.
yeah, I mean it doesn't take place in like a hospital. It's a concierge doctor in the Hamptons.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and so it's not like a full on medical
Yeah,
show.
it's not like ER in a hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
love that sounds like a cool setting for the show. I'm into it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're both so good and they're very there's drama, but they're also very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. That's kind of like White Lotus. So
Yeah.
one of my faves. It's like kind of similar. Like there'll be obviously like a murder or something. Well, I don't know if that's spoiling it, but then like it's like there are comedy and light things infused into the show. So
Yeah. 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 I love when shows do that.
me too. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is there a show or movie that you find yourself quoting more often than you would like?
I love that question. I I think it might actually be Austin Powers. I think for some reason growing up, that movie really left an impact on me. So I'll like, I don't know, quote something or say something in one of their accents or reference something from the movie a lot more than I should. I think that's my go-to. But I'm so impressed by people that know like full scenes or full lines from a movie because that's not me. Like, it's impressive.
Yeah. I quote Will and Grace and Friends all the time, and also the show Psych. I think those are my three most quoted shows.
Okay.
And then I also reference scenes all the time
Right.
that I'll just think of something like I'm like, oh, this reminds me of this scene. Um,
No,
and
with that, I'm so bad with that. People will be like, well, like I will have seen an entire show or movie, and someone will reference, they're like, remember the scene where this, or where this person says XYZ, and I think once I watch it, it just goes right through. I get like the general vibe of something, but for the life of me, I'm not good at referencing those things. So it's a skill. It's a skill that you
Oh, thank you.
have.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom always used to joke when I was like in high school and stuff that there's my brain's filled with pop culture references and facts, and so there's no room for anything else. So
Yeah, it's like at capacity, storage level is full.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like I have the important stuff in here.
All the essentials. I
Yeah.
I think I know, so I can relate. I know a lot of random facts or like pop culture events, but like a whole scene or something, I can't like, I don't know. I guess I'm out of storage. I need to upgrade and buy more storage.
Yeah. Yeah, they're I don't know. Yeah, I'll just have like scenes from Will and Grace or Friends playing in my head that just make me laugh.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Um, so I have one more question for you. Um, so I love inspiring and motivational quotes. And this week, my favorite quotation is by Dane Thomas. And it says, I hope you get to live a life full of moments you never wish would end. Um, is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
Oh, that's a great one. Honestly, I have a lot of quotes like that really formed my like outlook on life. So that one really speaks to me. I think I can't think of a specific quote, but like a guiding principle for me is I never want to look back and have any regrets, on my life. So I think that was a big thing that pushed me to jump, take the leap to go for music because I knew if I didn't do it, I one day would look back and regret it about not pursuing my dreams. So I think like the quote you said, it's like a guiding um push for me. On a lighter note, my mom always used to say that the person makes the outfit. And I think really stuck with me because, regardless of how much something may cost or if you can afford something or not, your confidence is what shines through. So you could take someone and put them in one outfit that it could be very expensive, but if they don't feel comfortable and confident, it doesn't matter. Whereas on the flip side, you could take just a t-shirt, but if you're confident and own it, that could just make the whole outfit. So I think that for me, it translates to other things than just clothes. It's more so just how you carry yourself. And it's a good reminder that we have the power to set the tone for what we put out there, what type of energy comes across.
Yeah, I love both of those.
Thanks, thanks. So yeah,
Yeah,
it could be a hoodie, but if you are feeling the most confident, then it translates to me. It comes across.
yeah. I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So shout out mom. That's from her.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, my mom has said there's so many things she would say when my sister and I were younger that have always stuck with me.
It's crazy how like, a saying said years ago can become such like a prominent thing that like you constantly think of. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I love yours though. That's a good one.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, that was my final question for you. I have just had the best time talking with you. I would just love to talk to you all day.
Me too. This was so fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I've had a blast talking with you.
My pleasure. I'm so happy we finally pulled this off. I know we've been
Yeah.
trying to schedule this, so thank you for
Yeah.
your patience. I was excited to meet you and talk with you and get all these show recommendations. So
Yeah.
that's the bonus takeaway.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for your recommendations too.
You're like, thank you for the recommendations. I won't be taking all of them, but some of them.
Yeah. Yes.
My
Yeah.
pleasure. Yeah, we'll report back.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Amazing.
Um, yeah, so again, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.